This is Singles Exchange. Let's talk, let's hang. This is Singles Exchange. Singles Exchange.
All right. Welcome back to Singles Exchange, a podcast that focuses on conversations, connections, and community. As always, I'm your host, Joy J, and I'm so excited to be back with another episode. If you are a frequent exchanger, you know the drill. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Singles Exchange on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and whatever your podcast streaming platform is. So, um, the last time that we had a podcast episode, I told you guys it was wedding season, and sure enough, it is full blown wedding season. I went to two weddings. Also got to spend some time with family. We had a death, another death in the family, so keep us in prayer. But I went to the funeral. I also went to, like I said, two weddings. Two sets of my very good friends got married. They know who they are. So congrats to all four of you on your nuptials. Wishing you many years of success and love and happiness and all that good stuff, right? So went to the weddings. Like I said, I kicked it with my family. Y'all know I was born and raised in Chicago, so I spent 2 full weeks at home. Things are just starting to open back up there, and my parents are a little nervous, so I didn't do too much, but I had fun. I had fun with the things that I did do, and I definitely enjoyed spending time with my friends and my loved ones. So I'm back here to tell y'all that my declaration for the summer is we outside. Like I'm here and I'm ready for it. I'm gonna give y'all this little disclaimer before I get too far into this episode. I literally got up this morning after being at the second wedding last night and we kicked it hard. If y'all are my Facebook friend or my Snapchat friends, then y'all definitely saw some of the pictures and videos. Like we kicked it hard. So I did all of that. Got up this morning, drove all the way back to Southern Illinois and like hit the ground running. I got here, I had a doctor's appointment and then went to handle some business. I did a whole lot today, so I'm a little tired. So if I start rambling, y'all just bear with me, okay? Y'all gonna get this raw, real, this uncut. Because that's where we are. We family now. Hey, exchangers. Also, I told you guys about the our social media platforms, but I forgot to mention our website. So if you did not know, Singles Exchange now has a website. Um, or you can go and check out our upcoming events. We have some videos. We'll have some merchandise coming up on there really soon. Like we got a lot of good stuff in the works. So you can go to our Facebook page, or I believe all of our platforms should have the website on there. So go to one of our pages and click the link. It'll take you directly to our website. You can also Google Singles Exchange. It'll come right up. It'll say, I think, singlehood and then something about Singles Exchange. Um, or if you have trouble with doing that, just message us. You can message us on Facebook, on Instagram, or on YouTube, and you can let us know, like, hey, I can't find a website and I'm trying to see y'all event. And we got some good stuff coming up. We're going to start doing monthly events. And the first one is July 9th at a place in St. Louis. So if you are near St. Louis or you're in this area, come out and kick it with us on July 9th at 8 p.m. And you can check our Facebook page or the website for details on that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Of course, the title of this podcast is We Outside, and with the subtitle Warm Girl Summer. So I don't know about y'all, but we've been in the house since March of 2020. Um, Literally 15 months of in the house, bored in the house, then we in the house bored. And like I won't say that I stayed completely in the house. There were definitely moments where I hung out with my friends. I went to see my family in Chicago, but it was very sporadic. I did try to adhere to the CDC guidelines as much as possible. I live alone, so that gets a little tricky too because y'all know if you really single and you live alone, you understand being in a house by yourself can be detrimental. It can get real bad real fast. So we've been in the house for 15 months and I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to be outside. At first we was just like, oh, well, I know for me, I was like, I'm a homebody anyway. I don't like to go places anyway, blah 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 blah. And I think I found out that the truth is I'm not as much of a homebody as I would like to think. Like I like to go places with my friends. I like the freedom to do what I want to do. I don't like being forced to stay at home. So I'm ready to be outside. Okay. That's one of the reasons why I chose to get the vaccine. If you did not choose to get the vaccine, there's no judgment here. Everybody has to make their own choice according to what's best for them. But one of my reasons for getting vaccinated is because I want this pandemic to end. I want to go back outside. I want to come into the out. Ain't that the movie? With the little alien, and he was like, "Can I come into the out now?" Like that's how I feel. So, um, being in the house for so long, my dating life sucked. Don't get me wrong, it sucked before COVID. Like I was very caught up in doing stuff for Singles Exchange, doing stuff for church, hanging out with my godson. Like I was doing a lot of stuff, and even work. I was very into my work, and like I still love my godson. I still love my job. I still, I still love my church. But coming out of quarantine, I realized that I gotta have more of a life than those things. So I don't want my dating life to keep sucking. I'm ready to get outside. Like I said, my dating life sucked prior to COVID anyway, but COVID definitely put a huge damper on it because whereas, pre-COVID, we could go out, go to a bar, I'm not a club person, but I could go to a club or go to some event and potentially meet somebody. There was not that option. Even going to my regular day-to-day places, going to work, going to church, like y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this little sidebar story, then I promise y'all I'm gonna get back. Um, I most of you know I work for an elementary school. So we order a lot of stuff. We order a lot of office supplies and like things for the kids. When I tell y'all I had the biggest crush on the Staples man. He was so nice. And we had like next day shipping. Like if we order something on Tuesday, it would be there. They say by Wednesday, but typically it took 2 days. So by Thursday, I knew it would be there. Y'all, this me snitching on myself. When I knew I had to order something from Staples, I make sure I put the order in on Monday, so it'll be there Wednesday or Thursday. And y'all, I come to work Wednesday or Thursday looking real, real cute. Okay, just in case Mr. Staples is gonna come see me. Cause that's how I roll, If you gonna be out here dating or you gonna be out here attempting to date, you gotta be in a position to be seen. So I would make sure that I look good, that I always had pleasant conversation. One time, y'all, he complimented me on my nails, and I'm tempted to go get that color again when I go back to work just to see if he gonna pop up. Anyway, I'm telling my business. So I said all of that to say I did not have the opportunity to have those interactions during COVID. There was literally nothing. And like even with I would get like DoorDash or like Walmart pickup and I would get my groceries, but you're not really looking at their face and you got mask on, like it sucked. And if you're a frequent exchanger, then you know that online dating has not worked for me. I've tried it several times. I've tried so many apps. I actually looked up, I just typed in dating apps on the Apple Store a couple of days ago, and the amount of like undownloaded apps, like things that I had and deleted, ridiculous. I've tried them all. Online dating just has not been a thing for me. I'm still keeping one of my sets of fingers crossed. I ain't got both sets of fingers crossed, but I got one crossed just in case. Cause online dating may work for me one day. It ain't worked as of yet. Um, yeah. So I hit a bunch of dead ends with online dating, And being in the house, I was just like, so I'm not ever gonna meet nobody, huh? Like, how I'm gonna meet somebody? Um, so thinking about that now, where I am, we're not necessarily at the end of the pandemic, but we are definitely seeing some breakthrough with the vaccines. So, I'm like, shoot, I'm vaxxed and I'm outside. Okay. So it's going to be a warm girl summer for me. And I say a warm girl summer and not a hot girl summer for two very valid reasons. Well, they valid for me. Um, the first reason why it can't be a hot girl summer is I'm over 30. I'll be 32 in 2 months. And I get sleepy at like 10 o'clock. Now I may not go to sleep right at 10 o'clock, but I definitely be sleepy right at 10 o'clock on the dot. I'd be ready to lay down and not do nothing else. So I gotta do like day activities or something. I saw a meme the other day that said I'm at the age where I can do daytime activities or nighttime activities, but I cannot under any circumstances do both. And not only do I agree with that, but I have an amendment to it. I can do day or night activities, but I would prefer day because when night hit, I want to lay down. I'm sleepy. So that's my truth. That's number one. The other reason why I can't say it's a full blown hot girl summer, again, I'm over 30. I'm almost 32, and I am not the size that I was in college. Now, don't get me wrong. I love who I am. I love how I look, and I am learning to embrace my body more each day. But I've also come to the realization that I am a little overweight and my knees don't like to do all that dropping and dancing and stuff that I was doing when I was under 200 pounds. Okay. I'm just living in my truth. Y'all can judge me if you want. I'm just saying, when I was a little skinny thing in college, I could do all that dancing and twerking and gyrate and not feel no pain. Now, um, I went to one of the weddings that I went to a few weeks ago, and y'all, the next day my legs was hurting, my thighs was hurting, my knees was sore. Like this, that 30 and up. So I gotta be mindful about kicking it because I'm gonna be sore the next day. So that's why I said it's gonna be a warm girl summer. I'm gonna do a little bit of kicking it. I'm gonna inch my way out there, and hopefully somebody's son catch the vision. Somebody's son, uncle, cousin, son. Okay. So, what led me to this point? Y'all know I'm looking at my notes, so don't judge me. But just thinking about what led me to this place of me deciding that it's gonna be a warm girl summer. So I'm gonna give y'all some of my truth. I told y'all, I don't know if I said it on the podcast or if I said it on a Facebook Live, but I had a date like a month ago. I had a date with a guy. He was very nice. He was a gentleman, and it was a great date to me. Everything went well. We had made plans to meet up again, and we text for like a whole week. Again, everything was fine, and he disappeared on me, like straight up ghosted me. And I'm like, what happened? It was going so well. Like, where did I go wrong? Was it something I did? And I was texting him like, hey, are you okay? I'm concerned, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. So I hope he okay. But I literally have heard nothing from him. So that was that. And I was like, I ain't gonna be too discouraged because honestly, I got a couple of options. Again, online dating. I had met him and somebody else via a dating app. So the other person, I was still texting them and it was pretty consistent. We talk here and there, nothing too major. And I got to Chicago. Like I told you, I spent 2 weeks in Chicago. So I got to Chicago and probably like 2 days into my trip, he just randomly texted me and was like, hey, I don't think I have the time to date right now. Like, I got so much going on in my life. I don't think that I can give the time that it deserves. And I was like, okay, no problem. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for being honest. And he was like, you're a great lady, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, thank you. And don't get me wrong, like, I do appreciate that he was so forward and honest with me and did not drag me along or waste my time or ghost me. I was just a little salty. Okay. I was a little salty in that moment because, hey, like I was expecting something fruitful to come from this, and that's not what's happening right now. So I was a little salty, and he seemed like a really genuine guy, like a really good prospect. So I was a little salty and sitting and thinking about all that. I got in my feelings, sure did. Don't y'all judge me because I know I am not the only person that gets in their feelings when they dealing with stuff like this. So I was a little sad, and I was like, all right. Am I doing something wrong? Because I've been single, y'all, and this is no lie. My last serious relationship, because I've dated. I've been in like something like a relationship. I definitely had some situationships, some entanglements. Like I've dealt with all of that. I got entanglement is not a good word. But anyway, I've dealt with more than one thing, not just dating. I seriously dated all of that. My last serious relationship, I met him in 2012 and we broke up in 2013. So I dated him for one full year and we broke up. It was not any like hard feelings. It was just things didn't work out, We figured out that we were not it for each other and we parted ways. It was no hard feelings. Um, but that was my last serious relationship, y'all. That was a long time ago. That was 8 years ago. Well, it'll be 8 years in December. So, I'm ready to date again. Like, I realized that when I broke up with him, I was getting ready to graduate from college. I was, of course, a non traditional student at that point because I had been maxed out my little 4 years. But I was getting ready to graduate from college and I was transitioning from college life to post grad life, finding a job and a place to live and getting settled. Like I was doing a lot of stuff. Anybody who's been to college understands that transition right after college. Like I always say people always talk about being a broke college student. They never talk about being a broke college graduate. And I had to go through that. Like I had to go through some stuff, y'all, to get to where I am now. I'm grateful for the progress that I've made since then, but um along with those like big adult type transitions, I also needed to take some time to work on myself. I feel like I was at a place where I had kind of lost myself or lost my own identity. And I kind of had to refine my footing. What do I like to do? What do I want out of relationships? What do I want in, my future? Do I want marriage? Do I want kids? How many kids? Like, what are my goals, my hopes, my dreams? So I kind of had to take a step back and also work on some things about me because I had some jacked up stuff about me too that I needed to deal with. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm perfect. We all can always improve. There is always room for improvement. All I'm saying is I did all of that. I got the job, I got a place, I got another place. I got a new car, I worked on my credit, I opened a business. Um, like I did all this stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, where's the man so I can have me some babies and go run off into the sunset? I want my picket fence and my 2.5 kids, and like I want all of that. So I started getting discouraged thinking about all of that, right? Um, and I was like, "Bae me, please. Like, where is he at?" And so I was like, you know what? I feel like I played it safe for a lot of my singlehood. Like I said, I've been single 8 years, and in those times, I did a lot. I worked on me. I told y'all I got all the stuff. I checked off a lot of boxes on the list. But in that time, I was so busy focused on that stuff. Like I wanted to date, but I was focused on other stuff. So now I'm like, Joy, you checked off a lot of your boxes. It's time to kick it. It's time to hang out. It's time to make memories with your friends. It's time to go on trips. Like, do it. They always say that you will find a person that is compatible with you when you start doing things that you like to do. And I discovered what I like to do. So now I'm gonna actually do it. Like, I'm not just gonna be out here waiting. I feel like if I go outside enough, somebody gonna see me and somebody gonna snatch this fine thing up. Okay. So I hope y'all feel the same way. I hope that y'all are hyping yourselves up. We all done gained some quarantine weight. I know I did, but I'm still fine. And somebody gonna snatch this little chubby wubby up, and I'm gonna be content and ready. So here's my dilemma though. Cause I made this declaration in my mind. I hype myself up like, yes, we're gonna have this warm girl summer. We out here, blah blah blah. And then I was like, okay, but why do I still have some reservations? And this is what I came up with. Um, I don't like to date just to date. I think that's always been an issue for me. Some people are able to casually date and like they good with that. I am not that person. I want to be that person until it's time for somebody serious to come along, but it's hard for me. I don't like to date multiple people. Like, I'm not real good at that. I prefer singular type settings where I'm just talking to one person. I'm getting to know one person because it's intentional. I want to get to know you. I want to date you and hopefully begin to build a future together. But I know that that is not necessarily the climate of the dating pool and that I have to adjust to that. So that is one of my holdups. Um like I said, I don't know how to just date for fun. I be trying to like build. I want to get to know you. What's your goals? What's your 5-year plans? Like that be me. And I be trying to like break out of that and just enjoy the moment. I feel like I'm starting to learn it now because like I said, I went on that date and I didn't have any like I didn't even ask him the 5-year question. Y'all know we always do that. What's your 5-year plan? And I feel like if you talk to somebody long enough, you'll find that out. I try to I'm trying to start asking non-traditional first date questions, which typically any question that you find on Singles Exchange can be used as a first date question. But I'm trying to get out of the what's your favorite color? How many siblings do you have? I'm trying to stray away from those and find more creative ways to get to know people. So that's another hold up of mine. Y'all know I'm looking at my notes again. Don't judge me. Um, my other biggest holdup is I don't want to go too far. So like I know me. I was in a serious relationship for 2 years in college and I was like really committed to that. Like I was down, I was gung ho. I wasn't looking at no other people. Like I was here for it. Once that was over, y'all. um it just wasn't this. I know me. I know what I am capable of, and I don't want to go too far. Like, I ain't saying I was out there thotting or nothing like that, but I just know me, and I don't want to take it too far. Everybody to thine own self be true. Y'all know that's one of my favorite quotes from Shakespeare. But I know me, and I don't want to go back to the old me. My closest friends know who and how that is, who that is and how that is. And I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to take it too far. I do feel like I still have some type of standards to uphold just because of who I am, the image that I would like to portray for myself. I don't want to take it too far because I don't want to taint that image um, based on my kids. I know I'm a youth leader based on my students because I work at a school, based on my church members, my family. Like I still have a standard or an image that I would like to uphold. Excuse me, that I would like to uphold. But then again, is that like imposter syndrome? Like, is that me saying I'm not being my true self? Like, I'm gonna have to get into that. I think Brittany told me more about the imposter syndrome. I'm gonna have to look it up And we're gonna have to have another episode, another podcast specifically about that. Because is that imposter syndrome? If I don't want to let the inner me out because she be wilding, I don't know. Y'all tell me, hop on Facebook and tell me in the comments. Because it'll be a post up. Y'all know every time there's a new podcast episode, I make a post about it. So hop on the post that's specifically about this podcast episode and let me know. Anyway, oh, the date, this will be aired tomorrow, Tuesday, June 29th. So if you have trouble finding that post, go to June 29th on the Facebook or Instagram page and comment there and let's talk because I'm always ready. Okay. Um, so yeah, I think another hold up, not necessarily of mine, but just the world in general. When people think like hot girl summer, when people think of or warm girl summer, whatever, um, I think that people think it's like hoe behavior. Like I don't know why that's a thing, because that's a hot girl summer could be, me going outside and getting a tan. A hot girl summer could be putting on real clothes every day. A hot girl summer could be me wearing a bikini for the first time. It's really not the first time, but like whatever your definition of a hot girl summer is, that's what it is to you. But the stigma generally is that you going out to like do thotty stuff with your friends. And also, if that's the case, so what? Like we grown. Okay, whatever my hot girl summer entails is my business, or my warm girl summer, whatever your warm girl summer or your warm boy summer. Listen, because I know a whole bunch of people that are self proclaimed hot boys, self-proclaimed hoochie daddies. Like, listen, whatever your summer entails that is exciting and makes you feel most authentically yourself, I think that is what the hot girl or warm girl or hot boy or warm boy or lukewarm summer is about. Okay, that's what I think. And I say break the stigma, embrace you, embrace all that you have, because that's what I plan to do this summer. So I'm sure I rambled a little bit. It's okay. Y'all still love me. Y'all still be hanging in here with me, and I appreciate it. So I'm gonna close this episode with saying, like I said, embrace you. Embrace your hot girl moments, your hot boy moments, whatever. Let's make it fun. Hop on Facebook and talk to me. Let me know what your definition of a hot girl summer is, or a hot boy summer. Let me know if you plan to partake in hot girl and hot boy summer hashtag 2021. Like, tell me what we doing and let's talk, because I want to hear about it. I'm outside and I hope y'all outside too. Here's my final little tidbit and then I'm gonna let y'all go. As of today, again, Monday, June 22nd, 22nd, goodness, Monday, June 28th, 2021, Singles Exchange is officially an LLC. Yay! I am so excited. So, more things are to come. I plan to celebrate. I don't know how yet, but I plan to do some type of little celebration. And y'all keep us in prayer. Singles Exchange is on the move, and we got some great things in store. So hang in there with us. I love y'all. And as always, let's exchange.